Now let's look at India's noisy neighbour Pakistan. It seems the government there is trying to strangle basic freedoms by throttling the internet. Over the past few days, Pakistan's social media platforms have been erratic, internet speeds are almost non-existent, and the nation's IT industry is in an uproar. They say Pakistan's government is meddling with internet access. Now, you may think that's absurd. In this day and age, which country in its right mind would try and disrupt something so vital? Why would anyone, especially an impoverished nation like Pakistan, want to shatter an economic lifeline like the internet? Well, in Islamabad, fear trumps reason. Pakistan's government fears dissent and mockery online, so it's taking a leaf out of China's book and trying to build a great firewall around the internet. Not to keep danger out, but to trap dissent within. Here's our report.
What the people of Pakistan long suspected has proven to be true. The Pakistani government has made an admission. A minister acknowledged that the government has been operating a web management system and the system is now being upgraded. What this really means is that Islamabad is getting ready to raise its very own internet suppression system, the Great Pakistani Firewall. The term the Great Firewall usually applies to Pakistan's so-called iron brother, China. Think about how the internet works in China. No anti-government content. So nothing about real historical events like the 1989 massacre at Tiananmen Square. There's also no making fun of politicians in China. And of course, China doesn't allow most foreign websites and apps. So instead of Facebook, you have Weibo. Instead of YouTube, you have Youku. And instead of WhatsApp, you have the overclocked WeChat. China has created its own ecosystem and shoved it down the throats of its citizens. This internet localization and rejection of everything that's not government approved is colloquially known as the Great Firewall of China. Well, now, Pakistan wants to go down the same path. It starts with tracking and censorship. Pakistan is cracking down on virtual private networks or VPNs. The government wants people to stop evading its oversight. It's bringing in a new policy to block most VPNs. Security concerns be damned. Then comes the crackdown on data sharing. The internet in Pakistan has been slow over the last few days. Social media platforms could barely function. There was chaos all around. Why? Because Pakistan was testing out its firewall. Islamabad was testing out its ability to block unwanted content. Unwanted by whom? The powers that be, of course, which means the Pakistani military establishment and the puppet politicians it worked so hard to install. Basically, the noose is being tightened around dissent and satire in Pakistan, which was always going to happen in a military-backed kleptocracy. But the surprising thing is, the establishment doesn't care about who gets caught in the crossfire. The country's IT professionals are begging the government to stop. The internet is their lifeline, and a strangled and slow internet means lost clients and revenue. One IT industry association has issued a statement. It said that Pakistan may lose at least $300 million due to all this internet interference. 300 million USD. That amount could delay Pakistan's next IMF bailout by a whole month. But it seems Islamabad doesn't care. Loans will come and go, mostly come. But control is far more important. And to that end, it seems that Pakistan is planning another masterstroke. It's rolling out a local messaging app called Beep. This could be Pakistan's alternative to WhatsApp, like WeChat is for China. But let's face it, probably worse. VPN blocking, content restriction, and Beep. This trifecta will complete Pakistan's very own firewall to keep the world out and the Pakistani people in.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree. One tree for humanity. One tree for Mother Earth. One tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On this today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can we expect